my first mission as prosecutor was to Sudan. I met General Burhan and Hemeti, and also former Prime Minister Hamdok, because I met them before the coup. I signed new agreements, there were new promises. And after the coup of September 2021, of course, things have become much more difficult. The latest flare-up in violence is a matter of real concern. I gave my last report to the Security Council in New York last month, and I also made it very clear that whilst I do not want these Security Council referrals, the Sudan situation was referred by the Security Council in 2005. I don't know, were you at school in 2005? Huh?
I was still in school.
Still in school, can you imagine? And now a new generation are born, and they are encountering the suffering that their parents had encountered. And this is because of many things, but also because we brushed justice under the carpet. There wasn't a collective will to ensure Sudan cooperated with its international obligations. There was a failure, I think, of the Security Council that made the most consequential determination it can make, namely that the situation in Darfur represents a threat to international peace and security. But when those words were uttered and the ball was passed to the ICC, where was the enforcement? So I've said very clearly that I wanted, I don't want these investigations to be never-ending stories, but I briefed the council last month and I said, as long as leaders are so, unfortunately, and I'm very sad to say so, they seem so intent on writing further pages of misery and chapters of despair, I will keep looking at the situation, and I've put people on notice that we have jurisdiction in relation to the latest outbreak of hostilities, and we have to make sure we just don't talk. We have to deliver, and I'm trying to also deal with the resource issues to make sure that we can deliver more effectively, because the people of Sudan, the people of Kalma camp that I visited, 30,000 people, it's a very emotional scene when you go there. Kids that have been born in those refugee camps, wearing football shirts that are hand-me-downs from players like Balotelli. I don't suppose you even remember the name. You have to be probably my age. So imagine how many generations, 15, 16 years ago, they're wearing this in refugee camps, and they're still praying that the ICC will give justice. They're still believing the UN will deliver some just peace for them. And the reality, we've all failed. The AU has failed. The ICC has failed. The UN has failed. We need to find new ways. And Sudan has failed. Fundamentally, it's their basic responsibility. Sudan has let its own people down. We have to find a way.
Prosecutor, internationally, the Islamic State, the